Just going to do a bit of housekeeping and check that everything is in order and everything is in place before I get started with this. Just going to do a bit of housekeeping. What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. This is Jordan Henderson from the J&J Boxing Podcast. I hope you're all doing well. And I'm going to be doing some coverage. There's already been some good fights, and I'm hoping that there's going to be even more fights that are good. So shout out to Aaron Joshua, also part of the J&J Boxing Podcast. He is out there in Saudi Arabia watching his cousin Anthony Joshua fight, so he can't be part of this live stream, but he's out there doing his thing. He's filmed some good little bits and sent them over to me. And so tonight it's me, and yeah, we're just gonna have some fun with it. And yeah, all good. So Dimitri Bivol has just beaten Lyndon Arthur by 12 round UD. The first bout to go the distance on the card. So now it's simply a case of Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker getting it on, and ultimately the main event, Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin. I'm looking forward to both of those fights. So I hope you enjoy the podcast. I appreciate all the support so far. We're going to go a little slow at times. I might need to, I think one of my friends is coming to watch it with me. So I may have to quickly exit and come back just to let him in. But we're going to have a real chilled one. Nothing too militant, nothing too militant, just nice and chilled. I'm going to try and score these fights as well. So shout out to everyone that's in this so far. Bivol has just beaten Lyndon Arthur. I'm just getting ready for Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. I'm just trying to get my scorecard ready so I can start scoring the fight. And yeah, it's been a good card so far. If you're in here, make sure you like the video. That will get the video out there. And you're locked into the J&J Boxing Podcast. I think one of my friends is coming to watch it with me. All right, so hopefully there's not too long before the co-main event starts. That's Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. But in the meantime, some of those undercard fights were pretty handy, you know. Deontay Wilder defeated Joseph Parker. Excuse me, what am I watching? Daniel Dubois defeated Jarrell Miller in a fight that I predicted Jarrell Miller was going to win. I could see how Dubois would win, and the fight didn't even go how I thought. But the fact is, Daniel Dubois becomes the first person to stop Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller was pretty underwhelming in the fight, but ultimately, you know, Daniel Dubois, he got the job done, and he deserves all the credit in the world for doing that. We're really just waiting now for the beginning of the co-main event, which is Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. Just waiting for the co-main event to start. There's Tony Bellew just talking, and yeah, we're just kind of waiting and waiting a bit. But once it gets started, that's when, you know, that's when the fun will begin, you know. I'm live on YouTube at the minute with the channel, so yeah. Just to cover the last 2 fights.
Okay.
Yeah, take a seat, man. We pretty much chill as normal for now. It's just when the fights come on, I'll do the coverage, you know.
Okay.
If anything,
That's a good idea.
well, just seeing, obviously, you know, it's good to kickstart the channel and that with the new channel with Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's the one that I'm live on. Hopefully the undercard, the Wilder Parker fight starts soon.
Yeah, I think that's next.
You probably wouldn't want to watch it on that one because I'm going to be watching like this just so I can cover it.
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll do it like that. Some of these videos are picking up quite a lot of views because Aaron sent me some weigh-in stuff, like some of these types of videos, and he's at the venue in it, so he sent me some of these, and they've got getting quite a lot of traffic. So
very good.
But yeah, hopefully it starts soon.
I'll have a look and let you know.
Well, I already know. I've got it here.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm covering. What have you thought about the fight so far?
I saw the last one, most of the last one. That was good. I know the guy was called in on short notice.
Back. Okay. So Parker's walking in. I'll turn the volume off though. We're on now. All right, we're back. Yeah, let me get that for you. Let me just, first things first, stay there for a second. Just need to get rid of this notification. That's all right. Live viewers, yeah, I get that. And the reason the light is off is because this light seems to zoom in on that, and then it like creates like a beam that you can see. So it's gonna have to be like this.
No worries.
You're gonna have to sort of improvise with the positioning. You go there. You go there. I'll wait for you. Careful with the fan. And just sort of improvise. We'll watch where things are in that. This, I need to sort this camera out. It sometimes zooms in. Like, I don't know why it loses focus sometimes. Let me see. Looks like it's. It does do that sometimes. Which, of course, is my favorite. It's one of my favorite things that it does. One of my favorite ones. All right. That's the reason I bought it.
Yeah.
Look to all these other ones, they don't do it.
Yeah,
all right, so we're back. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. They're just doing the ring walks right now. Where is my phone? Where did I put it? Oh, here. Can you see?
Yeah. I'll watch over your shoulder. I'll put it on my phone.
Let me know if it's uncomfortable. If you watch it on your phone, that's cool as well. Just make sure, just check the phone with this one to make sure that they're roughly.
Okay.
Because if I start talking about things and you're behind or you're in front, just make sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's spot on at the moment.
Live on the Zone pay-per-view, December 23rd. Joshua versus Wallin. That's a huge uppercut. Wilder versus...
You would fare against these elite heavyweights here, but for what you did today against...
So we got Deontay Wilder doing his ring walk now. I'm going to move the microphone around here. So, you got Deontay Wilder walking in right now. Wilder looking pretty confident there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens out here. All right, so both fighters are in the ring, and it looks like they're just getting announced now. Joseph Parker, he looks okay to me. Not as nervous as I thought. Wilder looks all right. I think that Parker could give Wilder some serious trouble, in my opinion. Who have you got in this fight?
Ooh, it's a hard one to call. I'm going to go with Wilder. Just instinctually.
Yeah, I think Deontay Wilder. Adam Lazarus right here is going with Deontay Wilder, but I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised in the slightest if Parker pulls off the upset. And the reason is because Parker's been more active. Parker's younger. Deontay Wilder is being inactive. And there's nothing to suggest, Wilder's 38 years old. He's been inactive, took a lot of punishment in the Fury fights. So I do not think this is a foregone conclusion. In my opinion, what's going to happen is Parker's going to sometimes be on the front foot, sometimes be on the back foot. He's going to be very, very cautious. And I think that he might get caught in no man's land, but I do think he has the potential to cause Wilder serious problems. Put a gun to my head, I'm saying Wilder by knockout after facing some serious problems. I would not be surprised if Joseph Parker can hurt Wilder. Not at all. But let's see what happens. I'm going to be scoring the fight. We're going to have some fun with it. If you're passing through, make sure you hit the like button. That helps me reach a wider audience. That helps us reach a wider audience. That's the J&J Boxing Podcast. And that's me and Aaron Joshua. Shout out to Aaron Joshua. He's out there in Saudi Arabia, the eyes and ears of this channel at the event. And I'm here in the UK, and I'm doing the coverage for the channel. But I do think that this is a hard assignment for Deontay Wilder, in my opinion. So Wilder looks composed. He looks good. He looks composed. Joseph Parker actually looks quite relaxed to me, but I expect Joseph Parker to be real cautious out here. All right, we're about to get started. Round one. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. Let's see what happens in this fight. Let's see what unfolds. And they set off. Wilder on his back foot. Joseph Parker taking center ring. And both fighters are just establishing what they're going to be doing here. Wilder looks very elusive. But can he keep that movement up for 12? And at 38 years old, can he continue it? See, as I thought, Parker very, very circumspect, not committing to anything. And you wouldn't expect him to this early, but he looks very, very nervous. Not nervous, but very, very apprehensive. Looking very apprehensive in round one, Joseph Parker. This is Wilder's kind of fight. As commentary just pointed out, Parker does not want to get caught with that right hand, especially early. He is going about this so carefully. What are your thoughts at the minute?
Yeah, they're both very apprehensive. defensive and started to unload a bit of power there, but being cautious in round one.
Wilder will let go one right hand this round, I can tell. Wilder is using up a lot of energy here. Parker landed a good right hand. So we'll see what's so far, you know, and a good jab by Parker. Okay, that's a Parker round for me. So I'm not too surprised by that. Joseph Parker taking the first round. Deontay Wilder normally gives up rounds, but the difference for me is that Wilder's using up a lot of energy there on that back foot. So is he going to keep that up at the age of 38? A non-definitive round, but a round that Parker takes. I expect Parker to, Wilder to pick up a little bit in this round. See, Wilder, you see, Parker's taken center ring. I mean, it's not, Wilder's not forcing the back foot. He's gone on there voluntarily. But the thing is, Wilder's actually very tall, lanky, and awkward to actually connect with. And I think that Parker's finding that out at the minute. Fury was able to do it because he has the height and reach, but Parker's finding it very awkward to actually get on the inside against Wilder. So he's forced to punch out of range. So you see, Parker is forced to throw from distance, commit himself. And I think that this is, Wilder is downloading data right now and he's just lining Parker up for something. But Parker is also being very cautious himself. So I think that for now, Parker probably won't get hit with anything silly. But as the fight unfolds, I think he may do. Wilder's yet to even throw a right hand. So far, this is another Parker round for me, but Wilder's just starting to download a bit of data on Parker, and I think that this could be where Wilder's just downloading the data, and he's going to line Parker up later on in the fight. But Wilder can't afford to lose too many rounds doing that, though. See how awkward Wilder is to actually get on the inside and land something solid against. So I give that another round to Parker, but it does have the look of it's a matter of time type of thing. I got Parker 2 rounds up here. I don't think anyone's going to be really shocked at that, but I do. I have Parker 2 rounds up after 2 rounds. But it does look to me like Wilder's just downloading that data. He's going to try and line up Parker for a right hand. Everyone knows it's coming, unless Wilder's injured his hand. But everyone knows the right hand is coming. It's just a case of, is Parker going to roll with it, get out of the way? We shall see. Shout out to everyone that's in here. I have Parker 2 rounds up. Wilder not doing much, but being pretty elusive on his back foot, sitting on the back foot, and being very awkward to hit. And I believe that at some point he is going to detonate with that right hand. Just heading into round 3 now. Parker just nearly got caught with a right hand there. It's a typical Wilder fight at the minute. Not much going on. Not much is really going on, but you know, it kind of has that anticipating moment. What are you making of this so far?
Not too much, to be honest with you. They're just feeling each other out for now. I think you're right. Parker's probably 2-3 rounds up now. But like you said, Deontay is going to explode at any point when he sees the opening. They're both holding back.
I think that's fair analysis. Both are holding back at the minute. Parker doing a little bit more. It has that feel of the anticipation in the air that something's about to happen. Jab by Deontay Wilder. Oh, Parker's hurt. Parker got caught. Parker got caught with the right hand, and he's hurt. He will look to hold there. Oh, double jab from Joseph Parker backs Wilder up to the ropes. But just watching this, if Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder does get made, I don't know. I do see a way that Joshua can win the fight. Just watching this, I don't know if you agree.
It's possible.
I'm watching this.
Yeah, heavyweight can knock out another heavyweight. Doesn't matter who it is.
I give that round again. I give that round probably to Parker again. But honestly, watching this, I can just see a way that Anthony Joshua could beat Deontay Wilder. that's just something that popped up in my mind. Something that popped up in my mind was just after watching that, I was thinking to myself, I can see a way for Anthony Joshua to beat Deontay Wilder. I don't know what it is. I don't know how that way is because I'm like watching the live. I'm doing a live stream and I'm watching the fight. Maybe it'll come to me later, but I'm just watching this thinking I can see something that that makes me feel that Anthony Joshua could beat Deontay Wilder more so than before this fight started. So with 3 rounds done, I've got Parker 3 rounds up. They're not dominant rounds by any stretch. So going into round 4. Wilder exploded for the first time in the fight there, or the second time in the fight. So Parker exploded and landed on Wilder. And then Parker got caught himself. Is Parker hurt? Let's see. So a little explosion there. And then Parker goes for Wilder again and has success. The fight it's turning into a fight now. I think Parker's speed is troubling Wilder a little bit. Would you agree that Parker's speed is troubling Wilder a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be harder for Wilder taking time out from fighting to get back to it against a hard opponent.
Oh, the heads clashing there. Wilder's timing does look a little bit off to me. But with this round here, there's been a bit more of an explosion. Parker looks dangerous, but then while he got caught as well. And then Parker just catches Wilder again. This is a round where the fight has exploded into life, but I would be giving this round to Joseph Parker so far. So that's a round where both had success, but I'm leaning towards Joseph Parker for this round. I've got Wilder 4-0 down. 4-0 down. So Wilder, if he needs to do 2 things. He either needs to find that right hand, he needs to find a home for that right hand, or alternatively, he needs to start picking some rounds up because, 4 rounds gone, I got Wilder 4 rounds down. That round was close. If he gave it to Wilder, he gave it a draw, I wouldn't complain, but I just edged that round to Joseph Parker. Starting round 5, and Parker gets on that front foot. He's not having massive success, but he's just doing a little bit more than Wilder. You just wonder with Wilder's age, 38, he has sort of like a sniper style, a young man's game. You know, at some point the wheels are going to fall off. Is it this fight? It very well could be, because timing goes with age. He's been out of the ring. He's 38. He's going up against a zippy, quick fighter. This could be the wrong fight, the wrong time for Deontay Wilder. We're all assuming that right hand is going to find home, but I'm not so sure in this fight. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, but you know, at some point, I'm expecting the wheels to fall off for Deontay Wilder, and this could be that fight. Could be. More success for Joseph Parker. Not massive success, but, success for him nonetheless. Oh, good left hook from Joseph Parker. And that's right. He's looking for something to pounce on, as the commentary just said. Wilder looking for something to pounce on. But the problem is, Parker's very quick, so he might not be able to find that gap. I've got Parker taking that round as well. So Wilder needs to start winning some rounds soon. Even if his plan is to win by knockout, he needs to start winning some rounds, because there's no guarantee that there is going to come a time when you ain't going to get the knockout. And if you haven't got the knockout, then how are you going to win the fight? How are you going to win the fight if you haven't got the knockout? Because if you're just dropping all these rounds saying, I'm going to drop rounds, I'm going to find that punch. But if that punch doesn't come, then and you've been dropping all these rounds, you're going to lose the fight. I've got Parker 5-0 up. Going into round 6, Wilder really needs to start winning some rounds. I keep saying that, but Wilder trying to get on his jab. Parker also on his jab. Good left hook from Wilder. Parker's not dominating these rounds, but he's doing just enough. And honestly, Wilder's going to have to start letting his hands go at some point in this fight. Right hand lands for Parker, for Wilder, just snuck through the guard there. Looks like Wilder's trying to be a bit more aggressive now. Oh, big right hand from Wilder lands. I don't know if Parker felt that one. Wilder's starting to be a bit more aggressive now, that right hand. Wilder's starting to look a bit more dangerous now. Parker landed. I'm going to score that round. I'm going to still score that round to Joseph Parker. I think he landed the cleaner right hand at the end of the round. So I've got that shutout so far for Joseph Parker. Wilder needs something. What do you think of the fight so far?
It's good. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Parker's doing a bit more. But Wilder can always come out of nowhere and land something devastating. So he's probably picking his moment.
I don't think Wilder can pick his moment for too long, though, because if he doesn't find that moment, he's dropping all these rounds. He'll lose the fight on points. That's the problem. So he needs to at least start picking up some rounds as well, in my opinion. I do expect Wilder at some point to just let his hands go, though. Good jab from Parker. No, Wilder's just not doing enough at the moment. The weird thing is, it is being fought in Wilder's format. Distance, not a lot going on, but he just needs to start picking some rounds up, bottom line. It's there for him to land the right hand. Like, what I'll say is it is there for him to land, but it's round 7. And before you know it, it'll be round 10 and we'll be saying, oh, Wilder needs to do more, Wilder needs to do more. So, you know, it's there for him to land it. But at the same time, I feel he needs to be looking to land it, but just trying to, you know, pick up some rounds as well. I think the right hand is going to be let off here. No. Big right hand from Joseph Parker. Oh, big uppercut from Wilder. I think Wilder felt that right hand. Yeah, that's another round for Joseph Parker. If this carries on like this, Wilder might be looking at a 120, 107 type of loss. So, I think that Wilder, no matter what now, no matter what he's waiting for, he just needs to let his hands go. But I'm a bit disappointed in Deontay Wilder so far. That's my opinion. All right, going into round 8. Wilder kind of falling over his feet when he threw that jab. Oh, big shot from Joseph Parker. Wilder landed the right hand. I think Parker's hurt. I think Wilder's going to go for it now. Wilder's feet don't look right to me, though. Big right hand from Parker. Wilder is in all sorts of trouble here. All sorts of trouble. Wilder is in all sorts of trouble here. Parker just hurt Wilder. That is a big round. Big round for Joseph Parker. Wilder was all over the place. Overhand right from Deontay. Overhand right from Joseph Parker. Wilder in all sorts of trouble. He just about made it out of that round at the skin of his teeth. Is Joseph Parker going to go for the finish here?
able to get the clinch.
Wilder did the right thing there when he was hurt. That was a big right hand from Joseph Parker. Big right hand. Wilder had no idea where he was for a second there. That was huge. So credit to Wilder for taking that. That was a huge right hand. What's going to happen now? This is real interesting stuff now. Real interesting stuff. Is Parker going to go for the finish? Let's see. I think Wilder's playing possum here. Parker just needs to put some punches together. I don't think Wilder's fully back here. And he lands again, Joseph Parker. All of a sudden, this looks like a huge, huge mountain to climb for Deontay Wilder. See, it's one punch at a time from Deontay Wilder. I think that Wilder is seriously struggling with the zip and the speed of Joseph Parker here. Big right hand from Wilder. That round I gave a tie. Wilder has 3 rounds to save his boxing career. The whole Anthony Joshua fight, all of it, all depends on these next 3 rounds. He has to win by knockout. He has to go for the knockout, in my opinion. He's not winning this fight on points. He has to go for a knockout. Let's see if he can do it. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, Wilder's not looking too impressive. It's not unloading enough, not being aggressive enough, being too hesitant. Parker looks more ready, more up for it.
I just see Wilder, the right hand was there, and he was hesitant, and he didn't throw it. Parker took the right hand well. Wilder threw a right hand, and Parker took it pretty well. You know, Wilder is looking to press it, but, you know, it's round 10. He needs to get a move on. Wilder is running out of time. That's all I'm saying. You know, has Wilder grown old overnight? Maybe that's what it is. But he needs to find something. He needs to find it now, because he's in danger of the Anthony Joshua fight slipping. Wilder throws a right hand. I think what Parker's hurt here. All right, I give that round to Wilder. That's the first round I gave to Wilder in the fight. That's the Deontay Wilder round. I think he might have hurt Joseph Parker at the end of the round, but it happened far too late. Two rounds to go. Two rounds to go for Wilder to keep the Joshua fight. Unless there's a robbery. Oh, and replay, it was actually what Parker that landed there. Wilder just needs to go for it now. Kitchen sink stuff. Round 11. Wilder needs something. Wilder just looked for the right hand there. Parker's doing a good job of ducking under that right hand. Parker's doing a very good job. He just used a good double jab on Wilder there, knocked him off balance. Wilder is a round and a half away from potentially his career being over. See, that's what Parker's doing. He's rolling underneath that right hand. So unless we're looking at one of the biggest robberies in boxing, I think Parker's going to win this fight. Oh, big right hand from Wilder there. Parker being very clever there, running down the clock. See, very good. Parker just ducking underneath that right hand. That is good, ducking underneath that right hand, being elusive from Joseph Parker. Wilder has 1 round left pretty much to save his career. I think Wilder should throw that right hand lower because Parker's ducking his head. He should throw it lower. Surely Wilder has to get a knockout or that Anthony Joshua fight is out the window. What are your thoughts?
I agree with you. He's not done enough to get the win. Parker's looked better than Wilder in this one. It's not been a crazy fight. Parker's doing the more significant work.
Has Wilder got old overnight? 1 round left. Let's see what happens. Oh, big right hand from Parker. But then Wilder comes back. At least Wilder's going for it. Wilder is going for it. But I don't think he's going to find it. I don't think he will. This is dangerous moments for Joseph Parker. But, you know, Parker's landing. It's good with Parker. He's holding to run the clock down. Yeah, I think Parker, it's dangerous moments for him now. But he's running down the clock well. Parker is doing the right thing here by smothering. Wilder is going for it. Yeah, this is going to be heading to a Joseph Parker victory, people. Unless there's a big robbery to be had. Wilder needs to go for a left, try and land the left hand. This is real clever stuff by Joseph Parker. And Joseph Parker beats Deontay Wilder. Score. Let me just count up my scorecard. I have 63, 72, 82, 92, 101, 111. And then I have 70, 80, 90, 99, 109, 118. I have Joseph Parker winning the fight 118 to 111. Let's see what the scorecards say. Are we going to see a robbery? I would not count it out. I would not count it out because so much money involved in the Joshua Wilder fight. I would not count it out. Let's see if the scorecards. In my opinion, in this fight, Joseph Parker, he smothered the right hand. He held when he needed to. He did quick bursts when he needed to. He hurt Deontay Wilder. Surely it cannot go to Deontay Wilder. But let's see. Let's see. You know, Taylor, I thought, lost to Jack Catterall. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what comes up with the decision. I got Parker winning that wide. Oh, it's a split decision. No, it's Parker. Joseph Parker does it. Joseph Parker does it. Joseph Parker rips up the script and beats Deontay Wilder in dominant fashion. So what happens now? What did you think of that fight?
Parker's game plan was immaculate. He went out there to not let Wilder do his thing. He didn't really receive too much punishment from Wilder. And yeah, tactically, he was very, very good and very strong, and that's why he won.
Yep, that's what it is, man. We'll be back when the Joshua and Wallin fight commences. But I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and make sure you get involved in the chat. What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. It is Joshua versus Wallin. I'm looking forward to this one. Deontay Wilder, for those who are just joining now, Deontay Wilder just got defeated by Joseph Parker comprehensively in I'm going to call it a competitive dominant fight, because Wilder was competitive, but he was losing all the rounds. So now we've got Anthony Joshua stepping in against Otto Wallin. Let's see what Anthony Joshua has left. Surely the Deontay Wilder fight is done. You know, surely there is no more fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. So how that sort of affects the landscape, I don't know, but let's just see what happens. So watching this fight here, Otto Wallin making his way to the entrance, and we'll see what happens. Shout out to Lance in the chat. Shout out to you. Just waiting for the fighters to make their ring entrances. Otto Wallin making his way. I'm interested to see his demeanor. See if he's feeling confident. You watching it on yours as well?
Yeah, I'm watching it on mine.
Otto Wallin seems confident to me, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Wallin looks confident to me. He looks confident. He looks like he's ready to pull off the upset. Do I think he'll pull off the upset? I don't think he will, but, you know, bigger upsets have happened in boxing than Otto Wallin being Anthony Joshua. So let's see what happens. Let's see what Otto Wallin brings. But he does look confident. Otto Wallin is looking confident. Who have you got in this fight?
I'll have to still give it to Joshua. I think he'll still pull it off.
Fair enough.
I don't know enough about Wallin to state his case, but yeah, I think Joshua will probably have enough.
I hear that. Oh. Here comes Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua just making his way to the entrance. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. It's Anthony Joshua just making his way to the ring. Interestingly, he's wearing Everlast gloves, which are puncher gloves, so maybe he's going to go for power in this fight. Anthony Joshua just about in the ring now. All right, let's see what happens. I'm interested because this is a Southpaw versus Orthodox fight. So who's going to get lead hand control? Who's going to get their foot on the outside? Who's going to establish that? Who's going to essentially get their jab going? I expect Otto Wallin to be on his bike, maybe win a few rounds at the beginning. I do expect Anthony Joshua to catch up with him eventually, and I actually do expect Joshua to stop him. So let's see. They're not going to be long now. Okay, the fight's about to start. Let's see see what happens with regards to lead hand control and feet on the outside, and who's going to go on the front foot, back foot. Let's see. We're about to get started, and we just got started now. As predicted, there's a bit of jostling for lead hand control. Wallin is on the peripheral of the ring. Joshua center ring here. Joshua making an aggressive start. But Wallin does have the look of a wily southpaw. Joshua lands with the jab. Wallin getting out of the way of the right hand. Joshua's jab looks a bit snappy. Ooh, good body shot from Anthony Joshua. Maybe Wallin felt that in round one. Joshua looking to make an aggressive start here. I do think that the body shot from Anthony Joshua was felt by Otto Wallin there, just by his reaction. Joshua making a confident start. So Joshua is making that start that I didn't think that, that he hasn't made for a while. But, I do believe that part of that is because Otto Wallin isn't a puncher. But nonetheless, neither's Jermaine Franklin. So he's making a more aggressive start here. Wallin tried to land a right hook as Joshua was exiting the pocket. This does look to be a more aggressive Anthony Joshua, though. Wallin's nose is already bloodied up, getting red. Wallin goes for the body with the left hand. Joshua partially lands a right hand. I think Wallin's felt the power. I can see it in his face. Oh, good left hand from Wallin at the end. I gave that round to Joshua, though. What do you think of that opening round there?
Yeah, more dominant from Joshua. Looking relaxed. Taking control of the fight in the first round.
Looking a little bit tense in the corner, though. I think Wallin doesn't look too confident in the corner there. I think he felt the power. He definitely got hit with a right to the body that I felt that he felt that punch. Round two. First round to Joshua for me on my scorecard. Oh, good counter right hook by Otto Wallin there. But a good jab from Joshua. Good jab from Wallin. Wallin's done his homework. Good right hook from Josh, left hook from Joshua rather. Oh, did that right hand stumble Wallin there? So Joshua looking dangerous in the opening rounds, but Wallin's still playing his part, and he has landed a good right hook in this round. The punches of Joshua, though, seem to have an effect on Wallin. This looks like a dangerous assignment for Otto Wallin. Oh, good right to the body from Joshua. This is good investment to the body from Joshua because Otto Wallin does gas in fights. And Otto Wallin already bloodied up. Joshua tried to land the big right hand but missed. Otto Wallin trying to end the round with some front foot action. I'm going to give that round to... I'm going to give that round a draw. I think you can make a case for even man winning that last round there that just occurred. So right now I have the first round to Anthony Joshua and the second round a tie. I would not be like annoyed if you gave that last round to Anthony Joshua or Otto Wallin, but you know, I would lean to Anthony Joshua, but Otto Wallin caught Joshua with a big southpaw right hook. Out for round 3. Otto Wallin may be a bit more front foot action, but whenever Joshua throws that right hand, he looks dangerous with it. It seems to rock Otto Wallin back even when he blocks it. But Otto Wallin trying to press the issue a little bit here. Both kind of fencing with the lead hands. A little bit of a quieter round than the last round. We're now in round 3. But whenever Joshua throws that right hand, even if he doesn't land it or land clean, it looks dangerous. I don't see any danger signs from Otto Wallin. We'll have a good body shot by Anthony Joshua. Otto Wallin looking a little bit shaken here. Otto Wallin tries to come back with a southpaw straight left. Very dangerous though. Otto Wallin has his right foot on the outside of Joshua's left foot. So Joshua needs to watch out for that. Oh, big left hook from Anthony Joshua. Rocked Otto Wallin around the ring. At the moment, this is looking like a matter of time for Anthony Joshua, in my opinion. He's going to get the stoppage. It looks like. It doesn't look like there's any danger from Otto Wallin, but there looks like there's plenty of danger from Anthony Joshua. It looks to me like Anthony Joshua at any point could just put his foot on the gas and get rid of Otto Wallin. There does appear to be some issue with my connection. Is your connection? What's that saying? Is it freezing or is it playing?
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah. Started to freeze.
Just having some connection issues. We're just looking to sort that out. Okay. So at the moment, Anthony Joshua looking dangerous. Looking like he could probably just bully Otto Wallin in there. I'd say shout out to Tosin and Emmanuel. I would say that Anthony Joshua is winning this fight at the minute. Roughing Otto Wallin up in there, making it uncomfortable for him. Whenever the right hand lands, he just seems to be dangerous with it. Just having some connection issues. I'm just trying to sort that out again. Is yours? What's your connection?
Mine's all right.
What link?
I think it was number 7 or 8, and using the app called.
All right, I'm here now. Okay, we're back. Oh, right hook from Wallin there. Good right hand from Joshua. Looks like Joshua's bullying Wallin a bit. Good right hand from Wallin. Otto Wallin's having some success, but Ultimately, it looks like a matter of time for Anthony Joshua to win by knockout. Beginning of the fourth, Joshua right to the body. Good combination from Joshua. Joshua looking pretty dominant at the moment. Good right hand from Joshua. Joshua just hurt Wallin. Let's see if Wallin can survive. Wallin doing a good job of surviving at the minute, but it looks very dangerous for Wallin right here. Very, very dangerous indeed. I do think Wallin will try and throw a straight left, so Joshua still needs to keep his P's and Q's. Decent left hand from Wallin. Dominant round from Joshua there. So Joshua gets the win. They pulled Otto Wallin out of the fight. And Joshua gets the win. So it's a bit crazy that because Joshua got the win, Wilder didn't. So what happens now? That'll be interesting. So Otto Wallin loses for the second time in his career, first time by stoppage, and Anthony Joshua gets the win. Pretty aggressive, pretty dominant, and he did what we haven't seen for a long time. He was out there and he was aggressive. The disappointment is Wilder got comprehensively beaten, so that fight may never happen. That may be the fight that never happened. So I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Hit the notification bell so you get a notification when we make new videos. This is the J&J Boxing Podcast. Shout out to Aaron Joshua, who couldn't be here today because he's out in Saudi Arabia. Shout out to everyone that made it in here, and we'll see you on the next video.